on our way to Buckhorn State Park in central Wisconsin, and we're going to do 3 nights in the canvas tent there. Got Bentley in here, and it's meant to snow up to 9 inches, so that's going to be interesting. Okay, so I'm about 5 minutes away from campground right now. I did look online and all the spots were available, so it's first come first serve. Didn't need to reserve anything. I want to see what spot is going to be best. It's the middle of December, so there's nobody camping at this point. It's right on freezing right now, 31, 32 degrees Fahrenheit, right on obviously 0, and it's meant to get down to 25 Fahrenheit, which is just like 3 or 4 degrees minus Celsius, and I've got to set up camp within an hour. Well, it's going to be an hour before the sun sets, so I've got to make a decision and get it set up. I do need to season my tent stove that I have, and my first time of using it, I took it on my last trip but didn't get to use it. I've got to burn it for a few hours to get rid of all the manufacturing oils, and then I can bring it inside and keep things warm. And it's going to take me probably that long to get set up anyway, so it'll be in the dark before I'm ready to go. And then I got to cook dinner and cozy in for the night. So we'll check out these spots, see which one's which. I'm actually just over here now, and we'll get going. So got a little map here, and I have 40 minutes to get a spot and come back and pay for it. So I mean, if you get here after hours, you can pay in the morning anyway, but I have to figure out which one I want quickly and then get that sorted. Either way, it's going to be dusk, pretty much is now, so. See, there's ice and snow on the road here, so they had about an inch or 2 today, or even last night, I believe. So we'll be seeing what we got here. Let's go. Nice spot, flat area, so nice spot though. All these ones I'm going to look at are on the lake for the most part, I believe anyway. That's a nice one. Either way, that would work fine. Check out these other ones. They're more sheltered. I prefer this one than the other one. So this one's number 9. Pretty nice as well. Check out some other ones that are a little further north. Got to drive to those. There's 2 on the south loop here. So this is 26 to 29. And they have these little carts here that you can load up, take to your camp spots, because it's a little bit of a further walk to get there. Well, actually, this way. Follow me. I know a shortcut. It's a little further off the lake, so not as desirable, I don't think. Less. So these ones are a little less densely wooded, so not as sheltered. and a little further off the lake, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but I think I like the other ones better. I think I'm going to go with 9. It was a little more sheltered, a little more cozy, I think. Secluded. So we'll go back up to the office and pay for that and come back and set up as soon as possible. Because got maybe an hour or so of sunlight left. Bentley is in camo, blending in. Hey, you like it? You like it? Yeah. Don't go on the ice. Could fall in and I don't want to have to swim in there. Got the sunset. Having to clear the table. One way or another. Good enough. Whoops, sorry, Bentley. So, before I set the tent up, get a few hours on this stove, get that burned in. So it looks like we've got a fire going here, got some kiln dried firewood, so it's dry, which is great. But it seems to be taking good, just figuring out the dampening and so on. Got the flue. Keep that open right now. Keep the draft going here. Got that not quite closed. Oh yeah, that is closed actually. It appears to be setting off easily right now. So I'm going to keep an eye on that as I'm getting set up here, keeping it stoked. Got plenty of wood, and tomorrow I'm going to harvest some wood from around here and get plenty, because by 1 p.m. tomorrow it's meant to start dumping snow, and then up until 10 a.m. the following day. So today's Thursday, so Friday it's going to start, ending on Saturday, and I'm leaving on a Sunday, so 3 nights here is the plan at this point anyway, so we'll see. Whew. Okay, well, I have a lot of the things in the tent right now, well, half of it, but I have a battery light that I'm going to turn the lantern on to save my battery and lighting. But I've got the fire still going here, just turned it down a little bit, just keep it going. But gonna get the Coleman lantern going. Itself out a little bit. So here's Bentley. Hey Bentley. Hey. So cozy. He's been running around outside looking for a spot to sit down, and got this cushion for him to lay on, so he's happy. Okay, I've got the things in the tent and I'm going to set it up properly tomorrow, but I'm hungry, so I'm going to get some food going. But I brought the fire in here, and it's burned for a few hours, and now it's cooled down, so I brought it in, and I got to get it going again and get the heat going so we can cook. Got my cast iron pan here. Gonna do this, hopefully. Have some lemon butter garlic clams. So, oops, it's my light went out. But we're going to get this fire going and get some food cooking. Okay, so it's still cold in here, and the paper I put in there was wet, so I put some dry paper in there, trying to get it going again. Looks like it's taking a bit better now. Oh, good morning. So, been up a little bit now, and fire went out. Looks like a few hours ago, but I slept pretty good. I've got a good sleeping bag and Bent set up here. Bentley's cold, so his blankets come off him a couple of times, but I'm gonna get the fire going again. Got a little bit of a patina going on the fire, but got enough wood here. This is my third bundle, so went through 2 bundles last night and into this third one a little bit, so I've got to get a lot of wood here, and I've only got a few hours before the storm rolls in. It looks like I just looked to the west and it's pretty dark, so get this fire going for a little bit and then get out there and get that before it gets all under cover. Get Bentley warmed up here. He's shivering. Ooh. So anyway, and then I'll show you the setup we have here after I get it set up properly. So first things first, here we go. It's gonna warm up, Bentley. It's gonna warm up. You can be okay. Okay, show you around outside it a little bit. So you got the chimney coming through here. I need to get a stove jack that seals here the high temperature rubber gasket, but obviously I'm losing heat through there, but better than nothing. But here's the tent, cozy, and here's the storm. Looks like it's coming in from the west, I believe. So anyway, got to find some wood we can beat into submission. I want to get decent sized logs, don't have to handle so much, decent lengths, and then come back here and cut it and split it. My saw is in the car, so I've got to go grab that right there. Got my axes and some bags. See what we find. Obviously want some dry wood. I mean, surface wetness is fine, but finding the dry wood that's been felled for a while but not too rotten. So I'm sure we'll find some. I've seen some logs laying around. Let's go and have a look. So I just noticed on a trail to the other campsite here next to me, there's a log that's laying down, or a branch. I remember seeing that yesterday. We'll have to go and check it out, see if it's worthy of bringing back to camp. I think they're good starter pieces. I'll just go and drag them back while I got them. So here we go. Not good. It's not rotten, it's just a beetle. Because I think it's actually pretty wet. Well, insect, termite, whatever. I don't know who's in charge of inventory control around here, but they've let things get way out of hand because most of the stuff is dozy. So, need some fresh inventory. Look at this stuff. What am I meant to do with that? More rubbish. Look at this. Yeah, this is really dry, but I think not too dry, but it's like a mess. But anyway, I'll take it. Let's see what we can do. I think I'm going to take this one. A little dopey, but it wasn't. So anyway, it's a nice long one, good round size as well, so hopefully you don't have to cut it, or maybe you just cut it once. Nice easy split. So let's get this. Yeah, Emily. Check out this gem. I don't think it's too dry actually. I mean, well, too rotten. I think it's going to be good. Good amount of meat on that bone. Let's drag this. Okay, so got this one back. Ooh, little mushrooms, fungus. Get that out. But this is my prize one right here, I think. It's a good amount of meat right there, so I'm going to rip into that one. I might just go and throw these in the stove, see how they go. So I just chopped this log and it looks kind of wet. So I'm going to split it and see how it burns before I rip into cutting a hole out of it. So here we go. That was easy.
Nice. Well, this is beautiful. Check that out.
So I'm really liking this wood right here. It splits really easily and burns well, so this is great. Managed to process a decent amount. Got some more in the tent as well, but this stuff wasn't as great, so I'm thinking this may be enough for now. And yeah, I went through, like I say, a bundle and or 2.5 bundles nearly just in last night. Well, half a day even. So it was birch, so it burned really easily. But again, split some of this, and tonight we're going to cook quiche because real men eat quiche, and we're going to cook it in the Dutch oven and get some convection hopefully going in there. Got some pastry. I like to make my own pastry, but I didn't want to deal with the flour in here, sorry. Got to give you a bit of a show through. Gonna get it set up. Once I get this wood in there, I should have a pretty decent stack, and then I'll get to cooking here a little later. It's only about 11 a.m, so that's good. Storm's meant to be here in a couple hours. It's pretty still right now, obviously, but Bentley's warming up inside. He comes out, he shivers, and I tell him go back in. So he does. And yeah, this is nice, but we'll see if that snow comes. Wouldn't know it right now, although I have had warnings on my phones that there's this storm warning. So I'll be brushing off the tent. I was going to set up out here with some lights and so on, and potentially even an awning that I have, but I think it really is going to be more of a nuisance than anything. It's going to get heavy with snow if it does snow, and I mean, it's nice to have a bit of a vestibule, but that's all right. I've got a pretty good rubber mat here. This one's a real naughty one. Let's see how we go. Oh yeah, this is great wood. Lovely. Beautiful. Did I tell you how much I'm loving this wood? Oop, not that one. Oh, there's a poplar, maybe. Very straight grain, or even oak, actually. I think it's an oak. I'm no wood expert, but I think that's oak grain. Dry oak in the woods, camping, cooking quiche. So we're going to stage it at the front entrance. Then I can get inside, take my boots off, muddy boots, and then stack it in a nice neat pile, hopefully. Let it warm up in there. But I've got 2 more nights, got to cook, it's going to be running continually. I think that's going to be enough. I don't want to have to come out and get wood when it's buried in 9 inches of snow or something. Bentley, what are you doing? Stay in. Stay in. stay. Stay. Stay in. Good boy. Alright, let's go. So I have the fire going, got it stoked. I actually had a problem. It was all billowing in here, and I thought maybe this wood was no good. It was just going to be too sappy or something, and found out that my flue was blocked. Spark arrestor, getting all the ash and soot and creosote all bound up in there. So I was backing up in here, and I couldn't even stand here. I had to go out. It was that bad. So the fire, decent stack of wood, got a comfortable chair here. Got the boots tray, nice little drink. Drink station over here. In the chest. And here we have Mr. Beer. Over here we have the dining area set up for dinner and drinks. Here we go. Good morning. So, bit of a stormy night last night, about I think 4 to 5 inches of snow. First things first, clearing out this fire, all the ash. It's not getting enough airflow underneath. So, I'm going to throw this out in the fire pit outside. Put some few logs in here. Get it cranking again. And now I'm going to make quiche for breakfast. Didn't make that last night, just had some snacks really. Some brie cheese. So it was good. Crackers. But I think we had about 4 or 5 inches of snow out there. Let's go outside. Doesn't look like you've got that much, but it's really crusty. Maybe 2 inches. I think it packed down as more rain came later. So I think it was like maybe 3 or 4, and then rain packed it down. But all night, last night, I was shaking off the walls of the tent, make sure it wasn't accumulating, getting too heavy. There's really heavy snow. around and knock it off some more. Let's see over here. Woo! Quite windy. Quite sheltered though. Wow. More sheltered. Doing its job. I'm just going to go around and clear all this off. Going around here. Winter Wonderland. Sun's trying to peek out. Just had the snowplow come through. Apparently you get one strike through here with the snowplow and that's it, folks. Really didn't even do much. Oh well. It's a good college try anyway. So we're going to go back and make the quiche, and we can use the Dutch oven, elevate the quiche, and that hopefully get some good airflow going through there. And it's also going to give good heat to the tent. And I think I should probably do this anyway. Just the cast iron, the mass of it, it's a big Dutch oven, but just having that there is like thermal radiant heat going throughout the tent. So I do treat it with like olive oil just to keep it, you know, treated, you know, but I might try and wipe some of that off so it doesn't radiate everywhere in the tent. But yeah, so anyway, let's go back. Have to deal with this tomorrow. Really crusty, heavy snow. Probably the worst kind for camping in a tent, but oh well. I'm not complaining. Okay, so I decided to go and get some firewood. So I got some firewood here that the office sell. Check that out. Lovely. You can fill this whole container here, if you will. And away you go. And 2 of these, probably going to take most of it home because this is oak, so it's going to burn really well. Worth taking home. So it's just on sunset here. The stove going, there's no ashes up in there, just backing up into the stove or the tent yesterday. Here we go, beautiful sunset. So there's this bold character over here ice fishing. I just walked out here a little bit to check it out, but he's a bolder man than me, I'll tell you that much. I'll back out of here real quick. All right, good morning. So, packing up today, but made the quiche last night. Happy with how that turned out. Took a while. Once I set it in the oven, took about over an hour and 20 minutes, but not a big deal. It slow cooked it. Tasted good. So, first time I made the quiche in the Dutch oven on the stove. Many firsts for that one. But packing up today, leaving. Got a lot of ice build up, so it's going to be pretty tough, and plus all these pegs are going to be frozen into the ground, so that's going to be fun. Probably have to use some pliers on that, and then also maybe a crowbar or something. But letting the stove cool down now, pull that out, let it cool down, put it in a bag, packing everything out. So been a good time. It's windy now, but yeah, that's really the biggest thing, is the wind. It really, obviously so much in the way of draft, but if it wasn't for that, I mean, I had to keep the fire stoked every few hours, otherwise it would be cold. Not a big deal, but I got up every few hours and wrestled with Bentley for the warm spots, but it's okay. Coming out pretty easily so far. Alright, got the tent and rubber mat up there and the extra firewood up the back. About to roll out. Just got a few more things to throw in. You can see the warm spot right there. You can see these roots, these branches, because it was covered in snow earlier, but oh well. Anyway, gonna pack up and get heading home. Talk to you later. Bye.